Hello, Joanne Andrews here. I'm going to be playing the Masked Stranger or William Tell Overture B part for the cello. Okay, the cello is kind of easy on this. To be honest, the first part is the easiest because it's just open strings, right? D and G string, open. And then on the middle section, it's a little bit trickier, but it's still not super hard. So you're gonna be playing third finger on the G string, right? B, but lots of first fingers. And notice that your first, or that your part really stays with the melody part a lot. Your bowings, are the same. You've got those hook bows, and you actually do have a little bow lift that you do have to do pretty quickly on the last line, first measure, so that you stay with their bowing, okay? The reason they have you doing that bow lift is to stay with the bowing, all right? So please do, because you'll be happier. It will just make it flow better. And notice the hook bows, right? We've got, okay, when we do it on the same string and the same bow, okay? And it doesn't have to be the same string. I don't know why I said that, but it needs to be on the same bow, and you do just a quick, okay? Did you see how my finger was kind of pressing into my bow a little bit more? Okay, that's the bow pressure finger, all right? Okay, we're gonna do the first time nice and slow, the second time faster, okay? The second time I play it for you. So the first time, just notice the dynamics, notice the staccatos and the rests, okay? And I am gonna have my hand close to this, finding my E, okay? I wanna be in tune on my E, so I can't just have my hand down here, okay? So I wanna make sure I'm ready for that second section that starts midway on the second line, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. What am I playing? That's the wrong part. I was doing the B part of measure 9 instead of the beginning. So it starts on an open G. Okay, I'm sorry, that was kind of silly, but let's start again. Okay, here we go. I'm just having it there so that it's ready to go down when it's time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bum, 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 bum. And I could have probably been softer on that first part. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's probably the hardest part. Sorry. Remember to go quiet when you go back. Okay? All right. So those being open strings on a cello, it's going to be very loud. So be aware of that. And you'll want to make sure that you really definitely think about the piano being almost pianissimo, okay? 2 P's instead of just 1. Just because you're playing open strings and it's quite loud, okay? So now I'm going to play it again faster, okay? I hope that this is helping. You really have to count those rests carefully so that you don't rush into them, okay? Rush past them, I should say. So you're thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and an even better way to think about it is just think about the melody as you're playing so that you can hear kind of how those line up in your mind, okay? All right, so we're gonna start again. All right, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and dun 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 Okay, and you'll probably want to dampen the sound like that because it doesn't hold out, right? Dum, boom, ah. All right, so I hope that was helpful. The cello part is sometimes kind of a teeny bit boring, to be honest. It kind of depends on what's happening with the composer and what they do. But it is a very important part because you have the bass notes, right? You have the notes that help establish the chords a lot of the time, okay? So it's very, very important part, and your rhythm is almost more important than the notes. It's so important to be rhythmic when you are playing the bass notes, okay? So count carefully. Make sure it's lining up with your melody notes, and we're going to be golden. It's going to be so fun. You're going to love this piece. Thanks.